Hello everyone, this tutorial will show you more advanced features of VisIVO filters and VisIVO viewer from VisIVO Science Gateway on a cosmological demo dataset. Log into the gateway with your credentials and download the cosmological dataset in ASCII format from the documentation menu. Now click on VisIVO Tools and import your file. You can add an optional description. Click on Select File to upload the file. Then Submit to import it. When the importing has finished, you can create a new folder on the File Management section and move the data to this new folder. Double-click to the dataset to have a look on the related fields with the corresponding histograms. This dataset contains the point positions coordinates x, y, and z, and the velocities associated to each point vx, vy, and vz. Choose VisIVO Viewer and select Vector Visualization to visualize this dataset. Click View to generate the image, and eventually click on Save to save it into the gateway. Now we can apply a mathematical operation on the fields of the dataset from VisIVO filters. We choose Math OP. We write the expression using the facilities to calculate the norm L2 of the velocity vector. Finally, we check Append and we click on Submit. Optionally, you can name the new field resulting from the operation. In this case, we edit it later, clicking on the new dataset to view the properties. Then we choose the new field. And we rename it as power. Now visualize it as points. Check the basic palette and set power as color scalar. You can also set a range to the palette. Here we choose, for example, from 0 to 10. Now we apply a point distribute operation to create a volume using a field distribution on a regular mesh. In this case, we use a 32 times 32 times 32 mesh, and we distribute the power values on the x, y, and z coordinates. This filter will create a new volume dataset. We can then visualize it using, for example, an isosurface rendering. Finally, a very useful filter to reduce the dataset number of elements is to apply the randomizer filter, which creates a random subsample of the table. For demonstration purposes, we significantly reduce it, keeping just the 0.1% of the original size. Then we apply the vector visualization to visualize it, using the active magnitude as scale width and the basic palette with power as color scalar. Those are some examples of the resulting images.